Hey everyone, welcome back. It's another day. Are we going to continue where we left off? No, we're not, because I figure why not just start something and then stop midway through, change course completely, and jump onto something else, because, well, it's the way it works. Real reason, it's raining outside and it's wet, and I'm not going to play with an electric welder in the rain. So, relax. Give me a little bit of slack here. Instead, we're going to play inside today, and we have this. We have a 440 with attached 727 right here. Fresh out of Motorhome. Well, not fresh. It's been out of the Motorhome for a while. I don't know. I got it just like that. It's how it came. Do I know anything else about it? Well, ran when pulled. You know how that goes. So I know it's not stuck. And we're going to figure it out from there. In the meantime, we got to get this motorhome stuff off of it and get it more like car ready. So we got to make this to where it's actually going to go into a car, not a motorhome, with the right stuff on it that'll work and fit and do what it's supposed to. So, today's project. We're going to go ahead and get this off of my nice handy dandy storage stand, aka the floor. And we're going to throw it on an engine stand, pull the oil pan off, get the exhaust manifolds off, all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned. All right, so here we have 440, 727, fixed output shaft, 727. So I don't really want to make a slip joint drive shaft because that involves expensive custom drive shaft fabrication. So we're going to delete that and remove that and well, this mess and some of that and get this more like ready for a car. And there is a car 727. Notice long output shaft. Not the same. Am I going to put this one in? I doubt it. We're going to try something else, I think, first. We'll see. Well, here we are again. And wouldn't you know, after spending too long getting the transmission off of this, some of the other extra doodads, whatnot, well, I discovered when I was taking the transmission off, this motor turns over, but not really all the way over. So it seems we've got some issues in one or more, or several of the cylinders. So that being said, I think I'm gonna stop on this one where it's at and just pause. And I think we may switch to Plan B. Plan B. Another of the same. But it's been overhauled. I mean, look, fresh paint. It's obviously been overhauled. And that, well, yeah, ignore that. But this is good. And like the other, we have transmission attached. However, this one I have spun over all the way, and it seems to spin okay. So we're going to give this one a try instead. So now I have to pull this transmission off and put this on the stand instead of this one. Cat. All right, here we are the next day. We were out late. Well, not late, but it was dark. We got the transmission off. Obviously, got the one exhaust manifold off that was on there. A couple other stuff, a couple other things. If I could speak correctly, it'd be great. Anyway, it's on the engine stand. I'm going to go ahead and see about draining any oil that may be in this still. I have no idea. Don't know anything about it. Get the oil out. Get the oil pan off, see about getting that switched off. Also gonna pull both valve covers just for a quick look-see, you know, nothing terribly in depth. We're just gonna make sure the parts are there. And that they might work, maybe, hopefully. So, yeah, follow along, here we go. All right, so upon quick initial inspection, problem 1, problem 2. Yeah, those are gonna be fun. And then over here, problem 3. That one was my doing. You know, this manifold was still here. The other one had been removed by somebody else, but yeah, that one's my fault. So we're gonna have to deal with that before we get too far. All right, bring you guys in here for a closer look. So obviously somebody's gotten clever on the valve covers. Why? I don't know. I'm assuming some nature of clearance for whatever it was this thing came out of. But yeah, you can see there's a little bit of moisture that sat in here just from a little bit of surface rust down here in the corner. And of course we got the obligatory pine needles that I was trying to keep out of there, but these valve covers were only held on with a couple of bolts, so they had been off once upon a time. Who knows what that allowed in the motor here, but yeah, I mean, aside from the pine needles, it's relatively clean. Just a little bit of surface rust here. The springs themselves look rather okay-ish. So it looks good on this side, and then over here, sort of the same story with the modified valve cover. Yeah, somebody did some nice welds. Anyway, yeah, this side much cleaner than the other. So I think given what I see, I'm just gonna go ahead and vacuum out that side, get it blown out, cleared out best I can, and we'll get the oil pan off and see what it looks like there. I don't know if it's a motorhome thing, because this is the second motorhome motor I've taken apart that's actually had a windage tray. So that's kind of a cool discovery. So we're going to see about trying to keep that in place. I mean, obviously take it back off. So by keeping it in place, I mean removing it and putting a new gasket on and putting it back. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So we're going to do that and then switch out this pickup pipe for the proper one for our car oil pan. Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead and removed the carburetor that was on it. I went ahead and tossed that to the side. Turned out that was a Quadrajet. I assumed it was going to be a thermo quad, but it wasn't. Anyway, we're not going to use that. I got my motor lifting plate on here, which is going to be handy come time that we actually need to pick this up again. Then I went rummaging through my parts pile and found a couple other doodads, one of which is the oil pan pickup for the correct oil pan. Alright, so other goodies that come out of the parts pile, we've got a pair of oil pan gaskets, because we need two, because we have the baffle, or I'm sorry, the windage tray, and we have car type oil pan. Does the color match? No. Do I care? Yes, but not enough to change it. Alright, so also out of the parts pile, water pump pulley, because So there wasn't one. We have fan off of who knows what, and fan clutch. As far as the rest of the stuff, alternator, if I'm gonna run power steering or not, I don't yet know, but I'll either take it off the other motor that you saw, or I may go back to the parts pile and rummage around and see what I can dig up. To be determined. Also, parts pile goodies. We have fuel pump. It might even work. So, yeah, I'm cheap. And I really wouldn't have that big of an issue running these valve covers, with the exception of this mess over here. This is just, it's puttied with JB Weld and Weld. And, well, I can't. Especially when you consider I've got these sitting, taking up space in storage. Vintage chrome Moroso goodness. For the rust, quad-aught steel wool. They'll clean up alright. They'll look way better, and I just instantly transformed it from Motorhome 440 to Muscle Car 440.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more, push the subscribe if you would. Helps me out, helps the channel out, helps me bring you more great content much more regularly. And if there's anything you think I need to change, do differently, you want to see more of, see less of, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you think. Until next time, thanks for watching.